This could be one of the last pictures taken of the trio posing together as members of the Renault F1 team. Nelson Piquet Jr. was dropped by the team in early August after he failed to perform to expectation. A shocking revelation ensued following his dismissal. Piquet Jr. said his former team principal Flavio Briatore masterminded his crash at last year's Singapore Grand Prix. He was told to drive into the barrier at turn 17 of the Marina Bay circuit deliberately so that his teammate Fernando Alonso could benefit from the deployment of a safety car and clinch his first win in 2 years. It was perhaps not a great start for Singapore's first F1 race.
We are a host for the race. I think our job is to make sure that we put on a good show so that the visitors come here and enjoy themselves, have an eventful experience and a memorable one. So I think in that regard we have done a good job last year, and that's our target again for this year. As for the matters that are now pending before the FIA in terms of Renault, I think that's really between the FIA, the teams and the FOM. So I think we'll leave it there.
This year's Singapore F1 night race will flag off next Friday. So far, 90% of the tickets have been sold, and the executive director of Singapore Grand Prix said he's optimistic that ticket sales will not be affected by the race-fixing saga.
Everything in Formula One is bigger, bolder and kind of more colourful. I think it added on another element that keeps Formula One in the news. People know more about drivers now. They know the names of the drivers. They know these teams. So I think it just broadens the recognition of the sport and the intrigue of why people want to go.
Do you think credibility of F1 is going to suffer because of the saga?
I mean, I don't think it helps, but I think it's got the might and the history to weigh out all the different storms. You know, it will always be, as I mentioned, it's so high profile, there's so much at stake that you're always going to have issues in it. And I don't think it's so different from the Premier League or things like that where certain things happen. I don't think the world would not want to see a Formula One race. I think it's there for a very long time. It's the pinnacle of motorsports.
The race-fixing case will be heard at the World Motorsports Council in Paris, and the verdict passed on the Renault F1 team by Monday. If the team is found guilty, it could be thrown out of the race altogether, and all the officials involved could also be given a life ban from the sport. Whatever the outcome, Singapore is not letting the case mar its race, with preparations to light up the cityscape already underway.